Another yogic beauty secret that I love that might seem a little too simple for you, but certainly bears repeating is hydrotherapy. Our bodies are 80% water. It is so effective to use water as a therapy to adjust the glandular secretion, to clean the body from the inside out, and to develop tissue and cellular vitality and renewal. Of course, from the teachings of Kundalini Yoga, the most famous and like incredible hydrotherapy practice is the cold shower. So let me take you through it. You might think you know a cold shower, but let's get into the specifics of it. Before you take a cold shower, we always dry brush the body, and we start in short strokes from the feet all the way up towards the heart, and you do the other side. And when you're dry brushing the body, you want to use a stroke that is firm enough to really stimulate the circulation and the lymphatic flow, but not so hard that you hurt yourself. Over time, when your body gets used to the feeling, you'll be able to press a little bit harder. I'd love for you to go hard enough so that a nice reddish tint develops underneath the skin. Then you'll know that you're really adjusting your circulation. So your short strokes towards the heart. When you get to the top, you brush downwards. So you, again, towards the heart. There are dry brushes like this that are specifically made for the face. If you're going to use a body brush like this on your face, you want to use it really, really gently and just in upward strokes. But you can do that. So once you're all pink and red and a little bit warm, you're going to take a small amount of almond oil or coconut oil or a medicated abhyanga oil. I love the formulations by this Los Angeles crafter, Sheila Govindra Rajan. I've linked it in the manual. And you just lightly dress the body in this oil all over your face. And of course, get your armpits too. We'll talk about that a little bit later. The reason for this oil is it creates a slight barrier between you and the cold, but it also helps to neutralize the toxins as they come out of your pores. After you've done that, we are going to turn on the cold shower. And we're not adding any warmth at all. It's just cold. I love it. If you live in Alaska or Russia or Norway or Germany or somewhere where it actually gets cold, or you live in Patagonia, somewhere where it's actually cold, you have to get to the mountains in California to get the cold, but we try it anyway. So once the cold water is on, we're not actually just putting our body into the shower stream. We're starting at the bottom. And you start just by putting your feet in, and you massage your feet, and you put your feet into the cold shower stream, and you do one and you do the other. And then you take your hands in, just 10 seconds, 30 seconds each. You put your hands and your wrists, and we're massaging the body to help keep it warm, but also to move the lymph, move the circulation. What happens when you're taking a cold shower is that the blood vessels at the surface of the skin contract, and all of that blood gets sent into the depths of the body to warm up. Once it's warm, it'll actually go back out to the surface and to create some heat back on the surface of your skin where you are cold. And as it comes back to the surface, it draws all of the stuck materia in the tissues and the organs and the cells. It draws that out with it. So it's an internal cleansing mechanism. And that is why we want to use the oil on the top of the skin, because as the blood comes back out, you get warmer, but also you're expelling a lot of toxins with it. And so the oil helps to neutralize that. So you've done your hands, and you're creating youth and beauty in your hands. We know how important that is. And then we are putting our faces into the cold water stream, and we're getting it on the third eye, and it's so calming. And we're getting on the top of the lips and on the chin, and you're massaging your face. You can feel all the tissues rejuvenating already. Once we've done that, now comes the scary part. 1, 2, 3, you turn around and you get the whole back of the body into the cold shower stream. Now, it's actually not that cold at this point. First of all, there are less organs. It's mostly muscles in your back. So you're much more cold resilient on the back of the body. But also at this point, you're a little bit more used to it than you realize. So you're not that cold. You turn to the side and you massage the armpits, the upper arms, the elbows, and the forearms. You do the other side. All three nervous systems meet in the armpit. That's the autonomic, the sympathetic, and the parasympathetic. So it's a great way to strengthen your nervous system, massaging the armpits in a cold shower stream or in a cold plunge or a cold dip in the ocean, a polar bear swim. It's also a great way to help the body detox. Obviously, your armpits stink because you expel a lot of poisons through this part of your body. So doing a cold shower is also a body odor refresher. It's very effective. Turn back into the cold stream, get it down the spine, massage the buttocks, hit the buttocks. You massage the back of the calves with the top of the feet. You massage the tops of the feet with each sole. And then you turn around and you put your face back into the cold water. You get the throat and the thyroid. You get it on the heart center and you massage the breast so you can move the circulation and the lymph nodes of the breast. We know from all the underwire and the bras and the aluminum and the deodorants that this part of our body actually needs a little bit more circulation than what we've been giving it in the past. It's very important to your breast health to do the massage in the cold shower. Now, we're going to try and avoid getting too much cold water on the tops of the thighs. It can actually create too much cold in the body. We want to keep you warm and vital. And so, but we do like to get it on the tops of the knees. And at this point, you just take your fists and you strike 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're probably feeling warm. You might even think, hey, did my cold water run out? No, it didn't. Your body's warm. And so what is ideal is actually that you repeat that process 2 to even 3 more times. Once you've completed your routine of your cold shower, you get out, you turn off the water, and you take a dry towel and you completely dry the body, vigorously dry the body. So the body gets warm and hot again. You even get in between the toes, make it sure you're super dry everywhere. And then again, dress the body in a light amount of oil. Look into the mirror. You're so golden. You're so radiant. You're feeling so fantastic. You can really take on the day. I mean, what can't you do? And if you practice this hydrotherapy, even just once a week, but if you do it daily, you can only imagine how effective this is for your mind, for your heart, for your spirit, for your energy, and for your physical glow and vitality.